which I'm kind of down for that. Hold on, let me, the hell is getting dead? You know, let's not question it. Something's getting killed. We don't question it. This could be good, it could be bad. Kind of shape design, I don't know. I could fit like something dead center in the middle. We'll see. I may have to like connect up like one extra dot. Could I buy food? Do I have money? I have 800 gold. Maybe. Probably need components, probably need medicine. I'll buy all of that stuff. I know I need a reinforced barrel for something for later, but not right now. Fuck it, we'll go with that. And Crimson Lotus is in a daze right now. And I'm being very sloppy with the little cubes with my layout stuff. That's gonna be terrible to clean up. Sad Wanderer, Days. They ain't fucking around, they're upset. I can't get this right. It's fine. It's fine. Do you have someone good with medical surgery? I probably do. I'll be honest, I haven't had a chance to set everybody's like stats and shit just yet. So yeah, I'll get to that in just a second. What was that? Pump shotgun for your colony. That doesn't sound like what just landed. Bad Wanderer. No, it's none of that. We do need to bring this shit inside as well. Can I have a bit more of my water? I know, there I go. Hold on. Okay. I'm gonna have to set them up with stuff. When you're done eating, can you bring those inside? And I think Bez is coming out for this. But I'll get you haul this shit inside and then haul that stuff inside. I don't know if anybody's got dibs on that gun. Although Bez is about to break, so I don't know how much fucking psychic soothe pulses are, but they might be worth sending in because we've only got about this much so far. Let me set up the other. I thought the beds were brought in. The beds are not brought in yet. That's fine. Let's shove these in here. Good. Need more coin to really make my guy good. Oh yeah. Well yeah, that's another thing too, is just, Crimson Lotus has decided to give up. I don't have anything specific. I can't save and reload, so please don't die. Nobody use a gun. Please don't die. Okay, that's good enough. You guys leave him alone. Okay, cool. I can't pause, like I can't save and reload. And Dust is in a murderous rage. None of that. Somebody try to take him out. Got a mini turret. Nice. Colonist needs rescue. Good. Good work, guys. Go back to what you're doing. And maybe rescue... I know, we're rescuing. That's fine. Starvation. Lens is starving because they're in a mental break. There ain't much we could do about that. I have a few animals. What was that? We also have chunks down here too. Oh my god, a psychic suit pulsar. Hold on. Crimson Mate, can you just go activate that? Thank you for that, Buzzer. That is something we need to keep everybody calm the fuck down until I can get them inside a bed. So, I was just looking at getting one of them for you. Spam them if you want to. Fucking go ham with those. I'm cool with as many of those as you fucking want to send because I'm playing on a harder setting and I honestly don't know what I'm in for. So, if you want to send it, send it. Don't hold back. Like, I know that there's timers and stuff between spawning things. Obviously, like, if you have to wait, you have to wait a moment. But it should be like global countdowns, so like, what, a minute and a half or something, effectively. I do want to find where the other fucking beds are. Or they're just not set to allow, that's fine. We'll go get these installed. And then I'll have to make sure that the lenses are sleeping together because no wait, it's not the Lenser couple this time, it's what, Lenser and Crimson? We'll figure it out. Are you in a relationship? Maybe? Possibly? No? I don't know which one of you guys are in a relationship. Let's go find out. You are not, you're not, you're not. Oh, hold on, you're married. Are they here? Maybe? Oh yeah, you two are here. Okay, hold on. Lenser healer and Lenser treehouse builder. Yeah, righto. I need this bed, mate. For Lenser... Lenza Builder, wherever the fuck you are, Treehouse Builder, and Healer. You don't look like the same healer. Maybe you are? Hold on, let's go find out. Are you... I think I would have already kicked them out of wherever it is. Who's your partner? No, that's right. That's fine. Okay, so they're just dead asleep at the moment. That's why they're not going to get up. All right. It's a GG Bezo. It wasn't too long. It's about to break. Why is my spine made of breadsticks? I think you're frail, Beza. I think that's what your problem is. Where are you? Crimson's down. There's Beza. You have, your malnutrition is trivial. You're frail. You've been beaten up. Yeah. 15 beds for the colonists. Nice. All right, let's allow those and let's get these installed. Let's get rid of all this shit. There'll be 14 beds plus the individual double beds. God, I'm actually frail. Look, I got one that's like, who's mine? Hold on. I got great memory. I got shooting animals, medical, and social. And I'm like, that's kind of right. And then sheltered child and stuff. I'm somehow fucking 16. So, yeah. I got like an interesting one this time. Because it randomizes me every single time. So it's never entirely sure what I'm going to get, you know. Essentially, I'm like a box of chocolates. Sorry, I had to. Anywho. At least I'm going to get a good amount of you guys. Don't worry about it, Beza. I'm going to get a lot of yous in here. Okay, Beza's in a daze. My face hurts. My face hurts too much now. I want to put these all in these rooms if I can, and we'll get the extra beds and stuff in here. And then people will have actual beds, and then I'll try to get everybody allocated if I can. What do you got, damn it? Chuck you over there. And what else we got? Normal beds. The other thing too is I think there's something that upgrades all the beds once they're installed to like a better sleep. Also, I see these. We'll get you guys mining those as well. I don't know how far they're gonna go. And we'll chuck this. Sounds like one of the cats are hunting something again. Which isn't really an issue, but yeah. As long as I can get most of my colonists inside a room, somewhere where they can sleep, they'll be happy. Machine pistol for dust. 2 of them. Alright, hold on. Where are you? I thought you're kind of near the front of this line. No, there's the first one. Alright, you're on a 6. You're a 7. You can grab one of those. You're injured, but you're a 9. You're a 6. So when you're healed, you can equip that too. Alright. Get a couple of those equipped. Now let's keep going with these beds so that you guys aren't tantruming about sleeping outside. What's it? What are you huddering about? It's terrible. What? Lenses insulting spree. You two having a punch up again. God damn it. Let's see, how many of these are not allocated? I think that one's the only one left. Maybe if I find them in the pile, I'll find them in the pile. And this is the room. What's my favorite cake flavor? I don't know. When I was a kid, I used to like mud cake. And like here in Australia, we have like a Coles and Woolies, particularly I think it's Coles, like chocolate mud cake. That's just like a kind of like national classic sort of thing. Like most people know what that is in Australia. So it's not like it's dense or heavy. It's not like it's a sponge or anything like that, but it's not like too rich and shit. That's what I liked when I was growing up. As an adult, like I don't mind like pavlova cake, which is also one of those Australian kind of cakes and stuff, but like I prefer that for like more around Christmas, summertime sort of stuff. And at the moment it's like, you know, autumn, so it's not quite the right season for it, sort of thing. But like I don't really have like a super specific favorite. Like I don't mind certain flavors. Like I don't mind like passion fruit, for instance. Like I'm relatively indifferent to like cheesecakes. Not a huge fan of sponge cakes. like not a huge fan of like lamington. Like I'll eat them, I just don't think much of these like specific types of cakes and stuff. But yeah, because of this, like I didn't really want to commit to a full cake for my birthday, especially since like I'd probably be the one mostly eating it. So we ended up going to a patisserie that had like lots of like little cakes, and I got to eat like, you know, just like a small kind of a little selection of a couple of cakes. That way like I had a bit of variety and I didn't have to commit to eating like most of a cake kind of thing, you know. So you don't have to give them my colonists, feel free to share them all between all the colonists. Yeah, but normally, like, when something comes in, if I can, like, apply it to either whoever's got it, whoever needs it kind of thing, I will. 6 colonists are idle because I haven't set them up just yet, and everybody's having mental breaks at this time. And somebody's killed a Keelon cat. I assume... Oh, no, it's just an injured Keelon cat. Okay. I need a couple of animal medical beds by the look of it. But, yeah, I sort of feel like I vaguely don't really have, like, a specific preference. There's things, like, I'll eat most things, and, like, I'm kind of indifferent to a lot of it, but, like, I like some stuff, but I won't go out of my way to necessarily go and get it. And we got beer, which should help everybody fucking have recreation, because they're allowed to do whatever in this colony, for the most part, except, like, I'll still probably kick their ass if they try cannibalism. That's probably the only thing. I think I've got all 3 of the beds installed. We got Sad Wanderer, that's fine. I think we've got everybody we can into a bed situation. I just don't have double beds for all these at the minute, but that's okay. I'm just going to cram whatever beds I can into said rooms, so we have as many as we possibly can for colonists, and they'll kick them out of these if I can. So I'll just get rid of them. I'll get rid of this lot. That should kick a whole bunch out into actual beds, and we'll see how that goes, kind of thing. The Coles Woolies mud cakes are amazing. I love the caramel ones. I think I've had a caramel one of it. I haven't had one for years, honestly. I don't even know why, I just hadn't. I'm trying to remember what kind of case I've tried like a few different ones over like the last few years and stuff. Also hilarious is for like the whole last year, I've been saying I was a year older than I was. I completely fucking forgot how old I was last year. So, because I was trying to like work out when I turned 40, and I'm like, that's got to be coming up, and I'm like doing the math, and I'm like, that'll be in year 28. And then I was trying to calculate how old I was, and I'm like, wait a minute, math ain't mathing here. And yeah, I realized that for the whole last year I've been saying I'm a year older than I am, which was hilarious. So yeah, it feels really weird to turn the same age I feel like I've been for like the last year, but that happened. So yeah, to 30 in a few months. Oh yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. So do you eat cake? Cake made of mud? No you don't. Because I baked you a pie. Terrible. When somebody says like pie, I think like meat pie, because like it's more common here than like fruit pies and stuff like that. We don't really do that much like in the way of like fruit pies sort of stuff. I don't want to take out the whole dead center bit. Everybody's having an insulting spree. Somebody here to trade. All right, hold on. Let me go send somebody to do a trade. We'll grab you. You're in a daze. Let's try next one. You're available. Get you to go do a trade. I don't think we've got much in the way of money and stuff to trade, so we'll see how we go. What else? I missed something in there. We do not... No, I saw that. One of my favorite cakes in Cheesecake Shop is the Belgian double chocolate. Oh yeah. I would like to get pemmican if I could, maybe some herbal medicine. I haven't got anybody to use the guns yet, and we're still good for money at the moment. I don't need to trade anything else for that. So yeah, 4 colonists idle, need a meal source. We do, but I don't really have anything yet for that. I'm waiting for them to chisel out a spot in here so I can move these 2 benches down, and hopefully it will fit. I don't mind the cheesecake shops like passion fruit cheesecake, but like I'm not a big cheesecake person. I also like had like a good decade of being like really badly lactose intolerant too, so there was that. Do you want to put like another set of gates on this if we can, and then this will be an animal pen and my people will have somewhere to take it up to. I might just put this in the dead ass corner because it's a really inefficient spot to put it, but they'll do fine. Days, food binge, need a meal source, yes, research project. Oh yeah, that's right, fuck. I made the benches and I forgot I've got to research shit. I guess pemmican because we don't really have food. Food binge. I also need a proper bench for that too. Let's reinstall you maybe down here. What else? What is it you forgot? What, in reference to like my age and stuff? Yeah, I got mixed up because usually when I'm about to turn whatever the new age is, I start thinking of myself in the new age that I'm gonna turn. For some reason, I don't know why I do it, but it normally happens in like a matter of like weeks or days before I age up and shit, right? And in this case, I think what happened is I started thinking of myself in the new age, and then when I had my birthday, I automatically clocked up even one more. And the only reason why I figured it out is because, like I said, like my 0 years when I hit like, you know, the 30, the 40, the stuff like that, they're always on an 8. And I'm like, it doesn't make sense if I'm on a 6 and I shouldn't be a 9 or whatever it is. And I'm like, no, I'm supposed to be fucking 38 at the moment. So yeah, it's just that for the whole last year, I've been saying I'm 38 when I'm fucking not, which is hilarious because I'm like, usually I feel like that shit happens in the reverse. But yeah, I can see how I did it. It's just, it's funny. It's funny, ridiculous, because I'm like, it feels like I haven't aged at all in the sense of like I haven't got older because I'm still saying I'm the same age I was last year, but last year was wrong. So yeah, but at least it'll get easier once I get to 40. Usually when I'm like just on or really close to like the rounded number and shit, I'm normally fine. When I'm somewhere in the loss ether kind of thing in the midway between like a 0 and a 5, I kind of just randomly forget where I am sort of thing. I have some water on. So yeah, that happens. But yeah, it was kind of weird. It's kind of funny actually. Yeah, I never kind of thought that would happen though, to be honest. I didn't think that, like, I'm normally really good at remembering how old I am. I like also use my age as a marker to figure out how old my partner is as well. Because like I'm 3.5 years older than him. So like he loves to say he's still 21. Like every time I'm asking him like, how old are you? He's like, I'm turning 21 or something. I'm like, shut the fuck up, you know? But I do it every freaking time. I also realized that I installed these like the wrong way around, but this is fine. We'll fix that shit up. Yeah. Anyway, I was also looking at it because I was trying to figure out how old like my cats were and stuff this year because my cat Azula has her birthday at the end of this week coming. So yeah. I'll also reinstall you in, I'm guessing here is kind of where I want it to go because I'll put a couple of extra beds in there. What's that? We got a billiards table. Oh, that's going to help. A few fucking billiards tables. Give them something to do with recreation. I forgot that they can have... why can't I put it there? It must be placed on standable space on all sides. What do you mean? Oh, because there's a tree. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We'll bring them down. Where is it? Look at there. Yeah, someone says pie with contest means meat pie, in my opinion. Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one that just automatically defaults to that, honestly. Okay, so we have international guests over for the wedding. I got my buddy to try meat pie and tomato sauce, and since he flew back to the US, he's been craving it all the time. Yeah, that is one of the downsides, so once you eat it, kind of thing. Admittedly, it was really interesting when I saw like Guga do a meat pie. He tried to like basically like make it, right? And he did like a pretty good job of it, except that he did, what do you call it? He put like powdered sugar on top of it as if it was like a dessert. And like as an Aussie, like I wasn't one of the people that commented, but I was definitely one of the people that was like in uproar about like, oh my god, why did you put powdered sugar on a meat pie? Like, you know, just a bit of tomato sauce is normally enough. Personally, I like to drown mine in tomato sauce. I like mine to have tomato sauce on the lid, peel off the lid, eat the lid, put tomato sauce in the meat, stir that shit up, eat the meat, tomato sauce in the like little pastry cup thing that's the bottom, and then eat that. Like, I'm mostly eating tomato sauce with a touch of pie, but like that's my preference, you know. So it feels bad. And then he was having a meal with some hot chips, and he's like, "Man, ketchup ain't doing it. Just need that tomato sauce. Tomato sauce is like sweet. I think that's the problem. Is it's addictive in that it's sweet here." I also need somebody that does building to move a table so that we have stuff. So let's start getting this. I would love to be able to hit 1 and then drag it down a column. I'm sure there's a mod for that, but I'm not adding it for this. What else? A few years ago, my mother sent a birthday card with the wrong age on it. I told her to send another wrong one with this year. Was it this year's on it, the year after, and it balanced it out? Oh, terrible. I haven't actually had like anybody like incorrectly like do the age thing before. Like, you know, to do it to myself is why I think it's funnier, because like it was unintentional, obviously, but also, like, as I said, like I could figure out where the logic came in, where I got my maths wrong and stuff. And like, usually speaking, I normally get whatever the current year is and I minus off the year I was born, and then I get my age that way. That's kind of how I just kind of do it to keep track of it, sort of thing, unless it's really close to like an 8 year kind of thing, or whatever. So it makes it a little bit easier for me. Is it now I want to try Aussie food? Yeah. Well, Australian food is like, I don't know. Like, when I think Australian food, really only like meat pie comes to my brain, and I guess like the like Coles mud cake. And I can't really think of much else. Like, I know we have pavlova, but I think we share that with New Zealand, and I don't really know what else is technically Australian, I guess. But then again, I'm also not like a big foodie person either, so like, food's food. It doesn't matter where it comes from or who's got claim to name on it, kind of thing. It's food kind of thing to me, you know. Is that powdered sugar? Yeah. It'd be one of his videos. I don't know which. It was probably like 1 to 2 years ago, maybe now. But it was just like, it was one of those so absurd things that like a lot of people were unsure if it was intentional rage bait, but I think he addressed it later that it was genuinely an accident, that there was just kind of like the recipes and stuff that he was following. And I was thinking more along the lines of if he was kind of cross-referencing between, say, a savory meat pie thing or fruit pie, mince pie thing that we get at Christmas time versus, say, a regular meat pie. I could see where the confusion would happen there, because like the Christmas mince pies that we get are normally fruit mince, and it sounds like it's going to be meat, but it's not meat, and they normally have powdered sugar on it, but they do look very similar. So I could really see how that would happen if he was like cross-referencing like a few different like Australian classic pies and stuff, because I think both of them are technically Australian, I think, you know. What else? Did that Hershey really get me? Was it get me the flamer? A heavy flamer. What? Jack, what the hell are you on about? I think I just missed something contextually there. It's fine. You can't. Was it you could do it in vanilla with shift left click at the column right? Was it shift left click? No. You can do it when you're in a caravan. Like, hold on. If I was to throw down a caravan, for instance, right? Just miscellaneous place, you can do this and it works. But alternatively, it doesn't seem to work for like, at least that I know of, it doesn't seem to work, because I tried it then and it wasn't like pulling down at all, and I'm trying. So I don't know. It might be something else. So I'm gonna make a meat pie tonight, not for Guga's recipe. Nice. Medical emergency, Lenza, or can I get you to rescue? What's the medical emergency? They got 10 hours. We don't really have like a medical location yet. We're still working on getting a few bedrooms in order, and we could probably make one of these a split with like medical space if we can, ideally. We'll see how we go with this. I want that one deconstructed, and I want this door gone. That door gone. Hershey released his sugar on pie. I still don't get the context. I just feel like I'm missing something there. Because like Hershey's to me is what, just chocolate? I think, American chocolate. Don't make that one in the center, or you guys are gonna block that one out. Medical emergency, Lenza, is anybody tending? I don't know if I've got anybody in the medical. I got some people in medical. I'm getting to that lineup. Hold on. Let's get a couple of major medical people in this lineup so that we can get a couple of people tended to get you out of that line. There we go. We got a couple of people that can do medical that are extremely talented. Like I said last time, I'm mostly only going to be doing the whole... If this like box is glowing, they'll get the skill. If it's not really glowing, they're probably not really going to get told to do that skill. So it's really going to be whoever's like the best at it kind of thing. Do it on the title at the top, like shift, left click, and the doctor a bed rest. All right, hold on. So since I want everybody to do, oh shit, fuck, hold on, where are you going? Hold up. So you reckon like from the top, shift, left click, doctor or bed rest. Okay, cool, thank you. That does help. I'm probably gonna forget it, Beza, but thank you. I did not know that that was something you could do in this, but that fucking helps because, like, seriously, I need that all to be one. I don't need everybody to do doctor stuff. That just saved us, like, 12 hours, and that's an extreme example, but, like, yeah. That's gonna save us forever. That's sometimes smart. No, you're always smart, you pair. Actually, like, was it they are a heretic? Oh, hearsay. Fucking hell, Jackal. I don't even know some days. I'm reading it as Hershey. Is it not the same spelling? Please tell me if it's the same spelling. Because, as some of you know, right, when I was in primary school, my primary school decided to do creative learning for the first 5 years of schooling, and I was part of, like, I was one of the guinea pig years that had to do it. I will take a drink in just a second. Sheer heart. I don't know if that's how to say that, but yeah, I had, we did creative learning. So basically, like, if you spelt cat, K-A-T, close enough was good enough. And because of that, I can read most words, like, if they're misspelt, but the problem is that I can't normally determine, like, how a name or, like, actual pronunciation and stuff is supposed to work. This is why when people come in and you have me say, like, I don't know how to say your name, it's normally related to, I don't know how to sound out your name, because I never actually learnt as a little kid how to properly sound out letters and names and stuff, because we had, like, I got, I think, a year or two of it. My brother also got it as well, but he had already had a couple of years of, like, basic English to learn before he got it, so he was kind of alright. But I was royally fucked up from it for basically the rest of my life. I've been, like, trying to fix that as much as I can. I will also hydrate now. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, is it Sheer Thacker? I don't freaking know. Her name is Terrible Intention.